I'm in my basement. It's kind of junky. The best looking down here, but best place I can get for relating. I never have really believed in God. I'm going to be transparent with why. It's something that I've always struggled with. For me personally, I grew up with a really religious father and a mother who I want to say she was against religion, but she really had bad experiences with it as a kid in church. So she never really pushed religion on us. My dad went to church every Sunday, always involved in church events and so on. My dad trying to push religion on me as a child made me not want to even more. Only time of year we would go to church, like everyone was holidays, and even as we got older and we had more of like a say-so, I guess, we never really went. I had some really religious people in my family, never missed church, always, preached the Bible, all this, and they did some really horrible things. And it's not to say that everybody who is religious has to be this perfect person, but some of the stuff that was done by these people, I don't think anybody who was religious gave themselves to God like they claim could do these things. It was boring when I was little. I think it's boring to every kid, but it was boring, and it just didn't seem like things made sense. It seemed like when we would go to church, they would just say all this stuff that really didn't make sense. Maybe because we were a kid, but it just, I don't know, it didn't appeal to me. I didn't feel nothing in my soul. As I got older, religion was never really like a thought on my mind. Like if people would ask if I was religious, I'd just be like, no, I always believed in the universe. Like I believe there's a higher power. Everybody has paths in life, and your decisions make those paths. I didn't think there was a power that tells you when it's your time to go or when it's your time for something to happen to you, whatever it may be. I do believe in karma. You get what you give out. Now that I'm about to be 24, I'm 23. I'm trying now to start a relationship with God. I try to read the Bible here and there and try to understand certain pieces and parts I can't understand. Still not something that I'm 100% like into. Another big struggle I had with believing in God is I could never understand why certain things would happen to me, and I would always think like if God was real, why would he let these things happen to me? And I know a lot of people can probably relate to that. I am a believer that everything happens for a reason, and to sit there and try to figure out every single reason would drive anybody simply insane. I lost a heartbeat twice. When I was 14 and 16, I tried to attempt suicide. I think the second time was worse than the first time. I can't really remember much other than going to the hospital and then just waking up days later. This first time was similar. I remember going to the hospital. They wanted me to drink this charcoal stuff. I remember throwing it up and then again not waking up for days. And I feel like afterwards being told what actually happened, and I'm still not 100% clear on what happened to me because it's something that we don't really talk about like in my family. Like it's kind of one of those things that's like it happened but we're not going to talk about it. But I know for the second time for sure I did lose a heartbeat, and just knowing that and knowing that like for a second my body was not alive or however long it was, and I didn't see anything. There were no like, I don't know, there were no signs, no nothing. So it kind of was like if I was technically gone and I didn't see anything, I don't know. It was just weird experience for me, and it's like after that happened, it really made me sit back and think like if God was real, would I have seen something? And now that I'm older, I can kind of comprehend, okay, maybe I didn't see something because it wasn't my time or because of this. And it's kind of the struggle that I have within myself right now, trying to decide if this is something that I believe in or not, or I want to believe in or not. But I've come to a point in my life where I'm so low. I need something. Like I need something that gives me the faith or something to believe in. I really am trying to build a relationship with God, or at least try enough to get into it to where I can make that decision. I know there's other people out there who feel the same as me. I know there's people out there who probably don't even give it a thought. It's okay for whatever you believe in. Like if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, if you believe in a certain God, whatever you believe in, that is totally okay. And I hope that you don't give up your beliefs for anybody else. Everyone has their own life, and we all have to make the choice.